Now to the bills being considered at the State House. The Rhode Island House Committee on Corporations will hear a controversial bill that would authorize and regulate the distribution of kratom. The substance is still illegal in a handful of states all across the U.S. The Food and Drug Administration has warned consumers not to use it because of the risk of liver toxicity, seizures, and substance use disorder. However, kratom advocates say the Indonesian plant can treat anxiety, depression, and opioid addiction. It was nearly legalized here in Rhode Island last year until Governor Dan McKee vetoed that bill. No votes on the bill is scheduled for now. The committee will also hear a bill that would provide new regulations for THC beverages and dispensaries. Another bill would require criminal background checks for intrastate transportation services. And yet another would bar children under the age of 16 from calling their own rideshare. Now, the Rhode Island Senate Finance Committee will hear some testimony today regarding the budgets of different state departments, including the Rhode Island Public Transit Authority and the Lieutenant Governor's Office. They will also discuss a bill that would add a surcharge to ride shares that will go into RIPTA's funding. That committee will meet at 5 o'clock tonight. And the House Judiciary Committee also meets today. It will discuss two bills from House Speaker Joseph Shekarchi's housing package. The bills would change zoning requirements for cities and towns to create more housing units. It would also issue a zoning certificate within 20 days instead of 15 if passed. However, no vote is scheduled. Meanwhile, Senate Health and Human Services Committee will hear a stack of bills this afternoon. Among them, a bill that would allow internationally trained physicians to practice in facilities in underserved and rural communities as a substitute for the residency requirement. Another would allow the prohibition of checking a patient's immigration status.